So to create my base, I'm going to use the hearts from the Hearts and Harlequin stencil. I already have a base card of, it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, but I'm going to actually die cut it to be this one with the scalloped rectangles. Now, what I want to do is, I want to use this to give the look of clouds, but let's see how it works. This is, I think I've tried this before, but here, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go darker and then just lighter to the bottom. My original thought was to move this down a little bit and then have another row of hearts, but I'm not sure if that's going to work out. So I'm just using the Lawn Fawn Mermaid ink. I've grown to really like doing this with the Lawn Fawn inks because they actually do spread very well. And I don't have the other inks that people normally use to do this. Let me see. And now I'm just going to give a little bit of a darker edge on the top. There we go. Just a little bit lighter as it goes. Let's see how it came out. All right, here we have, I've already run it through my die cut machine. And like I said, this was a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 sheet, and now this is what we have. So this is going to simulate my desire for clouds. So I'm going to, since I am not sure if I have the color that I need of cardstock, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of this coloring into here to mimic the color, but also not to have a fully solid base on the card. Hopefully it works out, and I just use some masking tape to section it off. So that is going to be the card base, and this is going to be where where it's going to rest. I'm just trying to get the same even color around the whole thing. And now I have my card base. It's going to go on here, and let's get some mounting foam. Here are my goodies. This is this window die that I used, and I also used the mushroom house, the grass and mushroom borders. Here's the little gnomes from this gnome set right here, which would help if you could see it. I colored them in several in just gray cement, and then this one, the colorful one, for my best Gnomie. I have some of the little tree and twigs, and if you want to see how I colored this in, see my previous video of the other La La Land Paradise Marcy, and I show how a little tutorial there how I did it. This is the sentiment for my best gnome. Now, I was thinking of coloring, I colored it in red and I have it in white just to see how I feel about it once I have my card assembled. So let's go ahead and assemble this puppy. All right, as you guys know, with my cards, I have tons of dimensions on it, tons of dimensional mounting foam. So that actually ends up taking a lot of time. So let's go ahead and try to get started. Now, I've only added foam to the base and to this little, the little frame for the wood. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any on the side. Now we're going to go, oh my goodness. We're going to go ahead and just chop this off. You're not going to be able to see this anyway, but I wanted it to be covered. All right, so now this is the base. I wanted to make it seem like it was just falling off, and now we're going to go ahead and just add some of these little decorations throughout the card. I think that one will go here. And what we're doing is now basically creating a scene. Let's go ahead and, add that one there. I'm going to add all of these things to have this little, for some reason, I'm just in love with scene cards. I didn't think I would ever love them so much. Here we go. I'm trying to get all the dimensional foam at the same height. Now, we're just going to add these little items as we go. I'm going to just snip off a little bit of that. And I'm going to try to give it a lot of depth with these all these dimensional things. And the main focal point is going to be the gnomes, my best gnomies. So I have multiple layers of these. I glued this one higher up above, and just to give this one a little bit of dimension here. And again, for some reason, I really like showing that border. So we're going to have that border again, even though people are probably like, I'm gonna stop. But I won't stop. I can't stop. I can't. Now, to get this little tiny edge right here, because this is where the tree stump is, and that's another thing you have to kind of remember about this, that you're layering these pieces. You want to make sure that you have the dimensional foam in the right place, because trust me, a little too much dimensional foam, because I speak from my addiction of this stuff, will end up looking lopsided. Now let's go ahead and add this one, and this one is going to go on here. Or was it the other way around? We're going to put this one here, and it's going to actually be on top of this. So we're going to add the dimensional foam twice on the other side. So let me get that done. And like I said, I have twice here and just a single one on this side because it's going to overlap with this. And here we go. All right. Now that's in there. Now at this point, this is where we can add all of our little embellishments, and I'm going to see how I want them. Now I want the little guy to be front and center here. So it's gonna be here. The sentiment will be over here, and then I will have these little guys all around. So let me set these in and figure out exactly where I want. So I realized, again, I wasn't recording. I'm going to just place these. So I have these two little guys and already back behind these sections, and I'm debating adding this third one. So let's see, would it be here? Because like I said, I want this little guy to be the center of attention here. Yes, I actually want this little guy here because sometimes I get too centered. And let me see. Should I put this on foam? What is this on? Okay, I'm gonna need a little bit of foam here. Of course, right? Foam. Mounting foam galore. Now I'm going to put it on the base of him, and we're going to actually glue that to that little window. And this is going to now create a base for this little guy. All right, so here we are. I just now have to add the sentiment. I just put a little bit of dimensional under this one so it can tuck right in here inconspicuously. So there we go. Now I realized I did forget my little flowers, which I already colored in. So I'm just going to pop them in like they're technically it's like a little garden that's overgrown. Hence the the little gnomes just everywhere and the shutter, the window frame and stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and glue these in. And so I finally got all of my little flowers in there. I also just put with the extra one in there because I felt that it would have been too much maybe up front. So let me know what you guys think, you guys. Here is my little finished card. I am totally in love with it. Tons of dimensionals. I think I have to put some on my little hat over here to be finished. And so check out La La Land Crafts, you guys. This is a new release for March. My little gnomes here. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everyone.